Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a story time video. I just got back from camping like literally 30 minutes ago and I took a shower and now I'm here to tell you guys my story. And side note, this is probably the first time a lot of you have seen me with brown hair, so I'm not super obsessed with it. As you can see, I've started putting like blonde in it and right here, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep balayaging it myself, but yeah. So anyways, let's get into the story. Okay, so as I just said, I went camping this weekend with my family. We went boating and camping, and we can actually sleep on our boat. It's like not a houseboat, but it's like a sleeper boat. So we parked our cars and I got there after my parents did. I drove me and my brothers up there, and she said to park by a certain marina. So we did, and you know, there was no parking signs, no don't park here, people will steal your car, don't park here, you'll get towed, don't do this, don't do that. It was just like a street where a bunch of cars were parked, and that was it. So, you know, I parallel parked myself in between the cars, and we got our stuff and we went onto the boat. Sorry, I'm playing with my hair. It's kind of damp still, so it's still sticking to my head. Ugh. Okay, so we went boating that night. It was like 7 o'clock when we got there, and it was still kind of warm, so we boated and we went to bed. We woke up the next morning, made breakfast, you know, did all that, boated a little bit more. Then we went back in to go to dinner. It was like, again, 7 o'clock at night, and I was gonna leave last night because I had work this morning and I was just ready to come home. I'm not a huge camping fan, so I wanted to come home. I wanted to come home. Mind you, we're like 3 hours, 2.5 hours away from where I live, so it's not an easy drive. So I went out to my car. I literally had backpack, my dog, my purse, you know, keys in my hand. I was ready to go. I just stopped at the gas station and bought food, and I was walking back to my car, and I was walking up and down the street, and it is gone. There's no car. And I was just like, I don't even know where to start looking for it. Like, I don't know how to do any of this. And again, there was no signs that said no parking, no nothing, blah, blah, blah. So I did not think that I got towed. That was not a thought in my mind. I was like, it's stolen because, you know, it's free and clear to park here, so why would it get towed? So we kind of freaked out, but by that time we'd gone to dinner, so it was like 8:30 at night on Sunday, and there's really nothing we could have done. I know we could have called the police and filed a report, but then there was still that off chance that maybe it had gotten towed, and we just personally thought, we were like, okay, we'll wait till tomorrow, Monday. Maybe we just need to let this all happen. So this morning, Monday morning comes, and we're like, okay, still gone. Obviously, it's not just going to show up again. So it was still gone, so we were like, okay, what do we do? So I called the non-emergency police of the city that we were in, and they were like, I was like, okay, my car has either been stolen or it got towed. Do you guys have a towing company that you usually use? Like, if you get towed from this city on this street, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, what the heck? No, like, they were so confused, so was I. And I had called the marina as well and been like, okay, I think my car got towed or stolen. Is there anyone, like, does this normally happen on this street? And they're like, no, let me go find out. And so I was like, oh my gosh, my car got stole, you know, my work keys are in there, a lot of my, like, essentials are in there that I just didn't want to bring on the boat, like things that I needed, everything in my glove box, all this stuff. And I was just like, and it's my car, first of all, it's my car. So I was like, oh my gosh, no one knows what's going on. This isn't a normal thing that happens, like, what the heck? And so the police lady was like, you can call this company. So they gave me the number, and I called them, and I was like, hi, did you guys tow my car? And he was like, oh, is it a small black car? And I was like, yeah, it's a little Versa. And he's like, oh yeah, we towed it, you can come pick it up. That's not what he sounded like. I just was very annoyed by him, so I was like, whatever. But the weird thing, so it didn't actually get stolen, but it got towed. But the weird thing is, they didn't call me or my mom, and we both have like our names on the deed of the car, which they have to call you if they're towing your car. They have to say, hey, your car's getting taken here, because I was in a different city 2 hours away and my car was gone. So how am I supposed to get back? How am I supposed to get to them? And so they have to tell you where they're taking your car or that they're taking it. And we had no phone calls, no nothing. So we didn't know. I thought my car was stolen. So they didn't tell us. And they took it to a different city. They took it 30 minutes away from where we were. Again, how am I supposed to get there? You have my car. So we called people and I was like, okay, well, where are you? How am I supposed to get you? And he's like, oh, we're at this city, blah, blah, blah. 30 minutes away. And I was like, how am I supposed to get there? You have my car? And he's like, well, I'm coming out there in 2 hours. And I was like, I have work this morning. I can't wait 2 hours for you to come get me, to drive me 30 minutes to get my car that you guys took without telling me. I was just like, oh my gosh. Luckily my family was there and my parents were like, we have to drive through that other city on our way back home, so we'll pick it up on our way. So we get there and first of all, Google Maps does not bring it up. This address, it's somebody's house. It's not an actual business. It's somebody's house that has like 3 cars in their lot. And it took us 30 minutes to find it and 30 minutes to drive. So we were an hour out of our way. We finally got my car and she's like, oh yeah, this happens to people all the time. You know, blah, blah, blah. We work with the police department. And I was like, the police department had no idea about you guys. So no, false, you don't. And they're like, it's this much money. And it was actually way cheaper than a lot of towing companies are, which that was a good thing. But this is why, so it wasn't really stolen, but it kind of was, because they took it to a different city than I was in. It was 30 minutes away from me. They didn't tell me that they were taking it, so I had no idea. And I don't know what my last point is, but it was just all messed up. Like, my brother was reading laws about it on my phone. He was literally like sitting in the boat and he was like, they have to tell you that they take your car, you know, they have to tell you blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, they didn't do anything. They didn't call me, they didn't text me, they didn't email me, they didn't say, hey, your car's getting taken here. There was no notes on my car, like when I got to it, that said, your car was towed at this time, you know, blah, blah, blah. It was 30 minutes away from me and I didn't have a car to get there. Oh, it was all messed up, and luckily my parents own a business, and so we were able to like call our other employees and say, hey, this is what happened and we can't come back yet. So they luckily opened, but like we didn't go to work. I have work later tonight. Luckily I wasn't opening in the morning, but my mom was, and like we weren't here because they freaking took my car yesterday. Like, they didn't even take it this morning, they took it yesterday. It was there all night, and I was just like, oh my gosh, nothing like that has ever happened to me or my family, and it's just so random. And like the streets, I'm not kidding you, I'm not exaggerating at all. My brother and I walked up the street 3 times down, 3 times up. There's no signs anywhere that say don't park here. Violators will be towed. This much parking. It literally just said, this is a smoke-free park, thank you for not smoking, and all dogs must be on a leash. Those are the only signs there. And so I had to pay $150 to get my car out, which I know is a lot less than most companies, but still, like, that's $150 out of my pocket that I've been saving to move out and, like, you know, start my own life, because I'm 18 in 7 days. Like, that's just gone because they took my car without saying, without a reason, without anything. And I talked to quite a few people and they were like, you're able to fight this. Like, if there was no signs, if they didn't call you, you can fight this. But it had just gotten to the point where we couldn't even find the place. It was sketchy. We were like, we're in the middle of nowhere. We're like, they're going to shoot us if we disagree with them. So we were like, you know, rednecks. So we were like, okay, here's your money, bye. Like, we left. We have the paper, we have their number, we have everything. So we're going to follow up with like the police department and stuff and just say, this is messed up. We either need to be refunded, or, you know, you need to implement better laws that say on this street don't park. Because if people are getting towed for no reason because it doesn't say anything about parking, and then they have to pay and drive 30 minutes in who knows what, like, how are they supposed to get there? We don't know. There's no taxis. It's a little teeny tiny town. There's not taxis. So, like, you know, how are you supposed to get there? It was crazy. So that was my weekend. I was gonna vlog it, but then crazy stuff happened and I was just not feeling it. So, but this upcoming weekend, so this will probably go up today on Monday. So on Thursday, Riley is coming to see me, and we are going to have like a birthday weekend because my birthday, 18th birthday, is on the 30th, which is Sunday, but he's coming on Thursday the 27th. Sorry, I'm looking at my calendar. So I'm going to do a whole vlog, but it's going to be like a weekend in my life, and it's just going to be like clips of everything that we've been doing. And then September 1st is my big announcement for my business. I'm super, super excited, and you guys can be in it too. So get really excited because this business could also change your life. So August 1st, September 1st is coming, and that's super exciting. My birthday is coming in like, what, 6 days? And that was my story about my car getting towed / stolen. I know it wasn't really stolen, but it kind of felt like it was because they didn't follow any laws or any protocol. So yeah, that was my story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!